Hello guys, it's your boy King Eli, and today we are going to be making some onion rings with some simple ingredients. I'm gonna list them first. We got some Celtic salt, some paprika, some oxtail, and some adobo. Also, 1 cup of flour, and we're gonna use 1 cup of water. That's gonna be for the batter. So simple ingredients, things people have in their home. And if you don't have any oxtail seasoning or any adobo, you could just use some salt. So first, this is gonna be our bowl. I was just making some, so with some oil. Also, before we get into all of that, got the pot of oil right there. We're gonna put that. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, so just turn that on and leave it on medium. When it comes to making onion rings, for me personally, it's a kind of like a slow process. So first, got the bowl right. So we're gonna put 1 cup of flour, and then we're gonna get our water. Okay, and I'm gonna need a whisk from somewhere. I will use a knife. Pour it in there. Y'all see? Let me move the camera so y'all can see how the batter looks. There you go, that should be better. So, simply enough, all I needed for this whole process was just a cutting board. For the cooking process, really just a knife. It's that simple. 2 knives or 1, save dishes, right? So we're gonna mix it in until it turned into some batter. And also, I have this little measurement of flour in here, because sometimes when you keep, dipping it back in and out the oil, it starts to get, too liquidy, I should say. So you want to make sure it's a good consistency sometimes, So it's going to keep mixing this up. Okay, so as you can see, this is too clumpy. So I'll put a little bit more water into this cup measurement. Let me see if I can give y'all an exact measurement. One moment. Alright, so this is a 1/3 cup. So I'm gonna see if we're gonna need this whole 1/3 cup or just half of it. We're gonna see. But from what it looks like, we are gonna need more than 1 cup of water to make the good consistency. And if it comes out too liquidy, if you put too much water by accident, don't worry, just add flour and some seasoning. It'll even itself out. So, still a little bit too clumpy. Gonna put a little bit more water. And you can see it's kind of looking like a pancake batter. Almost there. That should be good. Now, I'll put that to the side. I need some seasoning. And for this, definitely recommend that you taste it, okay? So make sure that you taste the batter as you go. Some salt. We do not have a lot of salt in here, so I'm gonna use a little bit, that's it. I know y'all wondering why am I using oxtail seasoning for onion rings, but it's a game changer. Okay, so I'm gonna mix it up. Paprika, give it like a little spice, a little bit. Then the oxtail, it just has so many different, good seasonings in it. it just makes for a good flavor. Just taste it. A little bit more. Now, as you go, you might need to add more seasoning, but we will never know until we actually cook it. So, oh my goodness, this oil. So look, this is what we're going to be using to put the onion rings in after it's cooked. Now, we're going to set this batter to the side. It should look something like this, okay? We'll put that to the side, and we're going to now chop the onions. So, first we're going to do like that. I'm going to just peel the skin off of it, just like that. Now, alright, so we have it now, nice and shaven. We're going to move that to the side, and then we are going to throw it away once we are done cutting. So you want to just cut it just like so, not too big, not too small. This is gonna go on the side because that's the end, but you want to cut it just. Let me see if I can help you out. There you go, just like that. Okay. Make good sized pieces. You don't want them to be too thin. Okay. If they're too big, you would basically, if they're too small, you would have to worry more. Okay. So make sure that they will be more bigger than smaller. Because if they're too thinly cut, then it's not going to be a circle. Like, you see how it was too thinly cut, so it broke off. So make sure that it has a good amount of width to it. Don't do what I do. You might cut your hand off. Okay. So, see, my cuts is very uneven. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe y'all can help me out. Let's see. Be careful with these ends, because you see how, like, when you get to the end, it's like a curve, right? So try to cut that again, because that is going to kind of interfere with the cooking process. Okay. Well, look at this, guys. I don't know. Alright. We are going to get into the good part. Don't worry. So now that they are nice in circles, just going to do that. Be careful. Don't break it. Just make it into rings. And, like this for the uncooked ones. Well, just going to put them all in there. When I'm done, I'll turn the camera back on. Alright, guys. So here we are. We have all the onion rings, a whole bunch. Now if you kind of look on the side here, so zoomed in. If you look on the side, we got some of those onions that did not make it into the ring world. So these will probably be used for to bake a chicken or something. I don't know. But I'm gonna put this in the garbage, and then we're gonna get to the fun part. All right, area is cleaner. So now, it's time for the fun part, okay? So, let's make sure that this camera is set to the right. There we go. Now, alright, finally. Okay, so, I'm gonna mix this up. I put the fire on low, so I just put it on like a medium low. But, the onion ring, dip it in. This is what I normally do. Get the knife, put it in the middle of the onion ring, and just swirl it around, and then just pick it up again and let it drip off. It makes it so much simpler. Alright, guys, for the moment of truth. This is gonna be a little bit complicating, but if everything is correct, then this should work out. I'm gonna put this in. Swirl around a little bit, flip it, pick it back up, dip it back in, let it get a little bit crispy, put it back in, swirl it around, flip it, And like they like to call it, wait until it turns golden brown, something like that. And then we need a bowl, just in case oil drips out of here. We need something. Okay. This is what I use to put all the what's it called? Like the little burnt pieces that fall in the oil. I gotta clean out the oil so it's nice and clean in there. So you just put it in there and put the onions on top. Then take it out. Now the thing is, for one, you might get burned, and for two, you have to make sure it's perfect, because if you leave it in there for too long, like, I'll give you an example. Like, if you see onion rings nowadays, right? They got the breadcrumbs. They kind of look brown like this. If you leave it until it looks like that, it's going to be too hard and it's going to taste burnt. So you're going to have to wait until it turns light, kind of like this. So, something around this color. And then let it cool off for a little bit, unlike me. And then just go on to the next one. Now, one thing I like to do, I like to leave it in there for a little bit, and then I like to taste it to make sure that it tastes proper. So, I'm gonna bite. Oh wow. It's hot. My favorite one that I did, I rated it like a 7.8 out of 10. This I rated like a 6 or 5. Look, I'm gonna tell you what we gotta do, okay? We gotta add some more water. So, the same third cup. I'll put a little bit of water in here. I'm gonna mix it up. I don't believe it's the double dipping process because I double dipped last time and it came out perfect. So double dipping is not the problem. Or maybe I double dipped too late. But this is take 2, okay? I'm gonna put it back in. Take it out sooner. Dip it back. Swirl it around. Make sure you get all the drippings out. Put it back in. Look. Now, the problem is, because when I was doing the last takes, between yesterday and today, trying to make the perfect onion rings in this household, the skin, the flour, the batter, it would fall off of the onion ring. So you have to make sure that it sits in there for a few seconds before you take it back out and put it back in. This was the last thing that I did. See this? This is what will happen. This was the last batch, but it would look something like this and it will come off. So don't let that happen. And I believe I also see the second problem. The fire might be too high. Like I said, it's a slow process, so if it's browning as fast as it is right now, the inside might not be cooked too good, and the outside might still come out stiff. Okay. Now this is the part we'll clean the oil out. Might be like a 20-minute video. I don't know. You guys help me. Oh! Somebody edit that. So we're gonna put that back over there. Yeah, I remember last time I spilled oil. I did something with the oil that was in the pot or the pan, and all the oil spilled all over the counter. And both of the this stove, this one and the one right there, didn't want to cut on for like a few days, I think, because there was oil in it, and I was hoping that the house wouldn't burn down. So you guys help me. So let's see. Take 3, okay? Get an onion ring, put it back. This time we are not gonna double dip. One thing about making onion rings, for me anyway, is that you gotta do different tests, okay? Ow, burning me. Okay. I will let you guys know when this comes out perfect, don't you worry. So, if you guys are looking, and right now, and the future is where it's going to be perfect at, you guys are most likely just going to skip to the future. But I want to be able to show you guys I'll say the things that a cook has to go through to make sure that their food comes out perfect, you know? So, wait. Just in case you guys were wondering how this one came out, it came out all soggy and stuff. First one, it's like there's too much dough on it. It's like crazy. So, like I said, very slow process. Alright, y'all. Now you listen to me. This is very hot. But, I'll tell you what's wrong with this one. The onion needs to be cooked a little bit more. Alright? I think it's take 4. Look. Let's clean up first, okay? Nobody wants to be cooking with no dirty pieces of flour in their stuff. You guys might be wondering, why am I using such little oil in such a little pot? Well, we don't got no vegetable oil, and yeah. Alright, so look. Take 4, right? I'm gonna put this in here. We are not gonna double batter it yet. Onion ring. Okay. They're getting warmer. Onion tastes cooked enough, but outside the skin has just all fallen on the side, and the middle is like thin. It's supposed to be wrapped around the onion ring like this, not, all uneven and out of place. So now, guess what? We're gonna be doing double batter, okay? I remember what I did when I do double batter, right? Turn the fire up to about medium. Mix it in. Okay. I'm hoping this is the final, okay? I don't want to make this video too long. Okay. Dip it off. Out. See this? This is like, what is this? This is exactly what we don't want. This is what I was telling y'all about. Y'all take it out too early. Okay, put it right back in the batter. Okay, put it back in. Okay. Turn the fire down. And flip it. Final product again. This is amazing. Oh my goodness. Look. Okay. It seemed to me that after 20 minutes of hard work, we have finally got a good product. Now, perfect. Okay. See that? A little bit of hard work, okay? It's gonna take some time, but we finally made it, okay? So, remember the process. When you're doing a double batter one, that tastes good. Gonna put it on medium, put it in there, take it out, stir it around a little bit, put it back in there again, put it on low. Now, try to make about 7 more. Okay, so just to show y'all one last time, I don't want to make this video boring or nothing. Okay, so you see, it's on medium. Bam. Bam, bam. Bam. And then I will show y'all the final product. There you go. Alright guys, so here is the final results. Some nice crispy onion rings, alright? So I just want to show y'all, it's nice and, see, it's kind of soft but still crunchy. So if y'all want some more recipes and y'all want to watch me cook some more stuff like chicken and, you know, lamb and things of that nature, then just, you know, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Also, if y'all have any suggestions on what I should cook next or anything I could do to improve my cooking, also put that in the comments. Alright, so see y'all next time, and I hope y'all enjoy this recipe.